Very good morning. Good morning, South Africa. Baie goeiemôre, South Africa. Apology, we are 2 minutes behind schedule. Baie goeiemôre, South Africa. 2 minute oor 9. En jammer ek's 'n bietjie laat. Ons het nou net 'n ongelooflike oggend gehad. Molweni Mzansi, good to see you. Molweni Uteta, Buffalo City, East London. That's right, I am currently on the National Blitz tour, where we will be visiting 8 cities in exactly 12 days. And today I'm coming live from the beautiful East London, aka Buffalo City. And as always, on a Wednesday, no retreat, no submission of skipping our usual Wednesday 9 o'clock. Wherever I am, 9 o'clock South African time, I will be speaking to you, the nation of South Africa, about interesting stuff, updates, take a few questions, and answer you of this unbelievable journey called the UIM. Dit is reg, ek het beloof 'n jaar gelede dat om 9 uur in Suid-Afrika, die Suid-Afrikaanse tyd 9 uur, maak nie saak waar ek in die wêreld is nie. 9 uur Suid-Afrikaanse tyd in die wêreld op 'n Woensdagoggend praat ek met u. I'm going to welcome a couple of people. Rosemary, good morning from Paul. I'm so far away, but with me, my heart is there. Very good morning, Hetty, Jeanette. Sê maar altyd môre vir 'n paar mense is mos ons afspraak. Is ons koffie afspraak? So ek groet maar met mense. Sanet, goeiemôre. Cheryl, Susan, morning, and the family. Randall, good morning. Rosemary again. Wendy, Fernandez saying hello, and ek wil vir Peter Bates hallo sê. Charles, ek dink ons is in die area van Pretoria. Ons is in Witbank die 11de Saterdag met ons groot funksie in Witbank, maar sal vir julle laat weet of ons Pretoria gaan maak. Diane, good morning. Johnny, goeiemôre. Charles Moran, very good morning to you. Judy Jennings, our rock, and sure everybody that's joining us from our team. Cheryl, good morning. Simi, on our way. Duane, good morning. We are currently on about 520 people. So, wow, already getting our family together. Our family. It's our family, hey? I can say this is a family meeting. Hierdie is ons familie. And I'm going to update you on where we are. Andrei, ons is op pad Bloemfontein toe. Volgende week, né? Ek dink volgende week, maandag, dinsdag, is ons daar in die stad van Rose. So kyk uit vir ons. Joe, good morning. Sari, baie goeiemôre en 'n groot hartjie. Neil Bergstedt, né? Goeiemôre. Edgar, good morning. Piet Tarin, goeiemôre. Just greeting, we're going to kick off very soon in about 2 minutes. Sophia, thank you. We are on our way to Mthatha, into the Transkei today. Massive family meeting in Mthatha tonight with my African family, my African family that's in Mthatha that I love so much, to Tata Tabu. AJ, good morning. Simi, in Johannesburg next weekend, right? This weekend coming, we'll be in that area. Maureen, goeiemôre. Ja, ek is vars. Nou net 5 kilometer hier op die strand gestap en ongelooflike mense ontmoet. And it's very great. Gail, good morning from Bedford View. Martin, die Here seën julle. Cherise, always good to see you. South Africa, well, good morning. Molweni. I've just come from an experience right now that I want to share with you. Every morning when I'm on tour, I have the opportunity to take a walk. Yesterday, as you saw, I came live from Port Elizabeth, Gqeberha, where we met all the people of Port Elizabeth that are of the UIM. We had our councillor meeting. We met our provincial executive under the leadership of Dupinesile, Isaac, which is our deputy chair, and officially, to be announced, our mayoral candidate in Gqeberha. Today we are in East London, Buffalo City. Last night, huge meeting in Buffalo City in East London. And what great people. Just absolutely great people. And this morning we are coming from here. But I just walked down the beach of this beautiful city, East London. And there's a place with a guy that's got a combi, and at the back of the combi he's selling coffee. And there's about 8 people sitting in a row drinking his coffee, and 2 people have a deck chair, so it seems that they are absolutely there as locals. And I walked past them, and then someone said, Neil de Beer. And I went, hi. And he went, how are you? And I went, I'm very well, thank you. And he went, come sit and have a coffee. So I did. And what an experience to meet just the people. And wherever you go, God's blessing just comes over you, shines a light. And I can speak to the normal person. Now, this is what it's about. Not hoi polloi and cutting links and driving in big cars and speaking at functions where there's politicians. No. Sitting on a small brick wall with God's sea behind you and meeting 8 normal people that know you and want to tell me about how to change this country. Dit is waar ons moet wees, Suid-Afrika. That's where we must be. And I want to tell the politicians, you the politicians, I want to tell Cyril Ramaphosa, Suki Cyril, Frikkie Malema, Stony Steenhuisen, Patty de Lille, blah, 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 blah. The day that you get into a combi, like me, and you drive more than 6,500 kilometers, and you stop town for town, garage for garage, coffee station for coffee station, you will realize that these are the people that we represent. That these are the people that we love. And that these are the people that you forgot. So for every member of parliament and so-called political leader, leave your Merc, leave your limousine, leave your so-called aeroplane behind and get in your car and drive to the people. Because you will never in your life ever understand South Africa if you don't meet South Africans. Maar nee, julle is mos nou te goed vir die mense. Julle is nou so voorhewe en verhewe bo ons mense. Want julle is mos nou lede van die parlement, ons parlement, die mense se parlement. Julle is mos nou councillors. Julle hou funksies oor funksies en dan praat julle weer by 'n funksie want julle vreet Kentucky. Jy sien, julle het nie meer vergaderings vir die mense nie. Julle het vergaderings om te vreet. Want julle het vergeet dat die mense waaroor julle moet vergadering hou, het nie kos om te eet nie. Maar julle moet aangaan. Julle moet wegbly van die mense. Want die UIM is op toer en ons praat met daai mense vir wie julle moes omgee. What an experience to sit with 8 different people, a South African Indian gentleman, a gentleman that is in East London and he's just come down from Alberton and he knows me. He's actually standing for a councillor there for us. What a world when you started a movement with you. You gave us the right to represent you. We never failed you. We stood strong. We built a movement for the people, united. And then we registered a party. We registered a party. We are 26 days old, South Africa, and look what the UIM is doing. Kyk wat maak die UIM. No budget. We have little budget. I calculated that we have, comparing to the DA, the EFF and the ANC, if you compare it on a scale of 10, we have 0.35 of the budget they've got. And look what we've done. This is because of you. There's no other reason why, and God. If you know that we are 27 days old as a party, a national registered party, and you know that we are putting in more than 240 councillors nationally, we are contesting 8 metros, and we got a new one. We got a new metro, and I'm sitting in it. East London, Buffalo City. If you deny the grace of God, if you sit there and you think that this is not godly intervention, dat hierdie wat ons nou reg kry moet tog deur God kom, dan weet ek nie meer nie. We are getting right what very few are doing. I'm running for mayor of Cape Town not because I want to sit in a seat. I want to run to show people that a normal citizen that's blessed by God and supported by the people can turn this country around. South Africa, I'm astounded on the budgets that I'm hearing. Budgets. Buffalo City's budget per annum, 12 billion rand. 12 billion. Gqeberha, Port Elizabeth, 21 billion. Cape Town, 59 billion. Not million. And what are you getting out of it? What are you getting out of it? Well, nothing. How can we sit in a city like Buffalo City, where I just drove through, walked through, and the city is crumbling? How can you drive through Port Elizabeth, Gqeberha, and in the inner city, there are buildings that have fallen flat, tiles that are broken in the streets, rubbish lying on the beachfront, and you say this city works for you? People steal money, misappropriate money. And then I walk down this beautiful God-given beach and I see broken pavements, broken tiles, and I think, is this how you treat your home? South Africa, I'm sorry to tell you that today, I will declare it. I will declare it. I don't care. The politicians of this country, be it a member of parliament or a councillor, don't give a damn anymore. They don't give a damn. That's now DA and that's now EFF, ANC. I don't care who you are. You don't care anymore. Julle gee nie meer om nie. Want dit is nie hoe jy jou huis los nie. My ouma het vir my geleer, los iets in 'n beter toestand as wat jy dit gekry het. Leave something in a better way than what you got it. Now, this is not a better way. This was supposed to be the custodianship of councillors who you voted in. You did. You voted them in. You did. I did. We gave them custodianship of our cities. We gave them custodianship of our towns. Ons het hulle hierdie oorgegee om na te kyk. Dit is asof jy vir jou vriend sê, maar jy kan my woonstel gebruik vir die naweek, en dan kom jy terug, en dit is net wanorde. Wel, kom ek sê vir jou, weet jy wat doen jy, as jy nou vir jou vriend sê, hy kan jou huis of jou kar of jou woonstel gebruik of jou karavaan, en hy neek hom op, dan sê ons, jy gaan nie weer dit kry nie. You're not going to use it again. So when your friend comes and he uses your caravan, or your flat, or your house, or your car, and he stuffs it up, and next time he says, Johan, can I use, then you say, no. Now, if you are not willing to let your friend to bug it up your place stay there again, why will you vote the same party in again that stuffs up your city? Ja, maar dit maak nie sens nie. This makes no sense. Uitkrim. Why would you do that? And not only have you voted them back once, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You have re-voted in these people 5 times. Hoor my? 5 keer. Vir die afgelope 25 jaar het julle 5 keer gestem vir hierdie mense wat ons stede, ons dorpe vernietig, en julle gaan hulle wragtig weer instem. Wragtig. Nie wragtig. Julle gaan hulle weer instem. En dan gaan julle wag vir nog 5 jaar Suid-Afrika. Julle gaan die heel daar sit en sê, ek hoop hierdie keer gaan hulle dit regkry. Regtig? Johan het jou kar gerol, Johan het jou kar gebreek, Johan het jou hele flat opgeneek, en dan het jy hom nou al 5 keer kans gegee om weer in te kom in jou huis, en hy neek hom elke keer oop. Hy was nie die skottelgoed nie, hy vee nie die plek uit nie, en hy pak ook nie die vuilgoed uit nie, en jy laat hom wragtig weer terug in jou huis, en jy dink, miskien hierdie keer gaan hy verander. Hy gaan nie verander nie, want hy is slordig, hy het nie maniere nie. So South Africa, wake up. And a lot of people told me last night, we voted for the DA because we didn't have an alternative. Okay? No problem. They still stuffed it up. I'm not sitting in an ANC council in Gqeberha. Port Elizabeth is not run by the ANC. And it's a stuff up. This place I'm sitting in here now, Sisman. The people of this place, the people of Buffalo City, East London, deserve more. They deserve more. They deserve the 12 billion rand, 2.3, I think, billion that is spent here a month. On what? Show me on what? What are you doing in Cape Town, Port Elizabeth, East London, Durban, Bloemfontein, Joburg, Ekurhuleni? What are you giving back to the people? Broken city. My ouma sou gesê het, my kleinseun, Dis 'n godskreiende skande. They shouldn't be in power. They shouldn't be here. They shouldn't be sitting down here when I saw 5 government vehicles pull in here. And they are currently sitting in the breakfast hall eating breakfast like there's no tomorrow. And it says Department of Health on these cars. But they get out of the car and there's 6 in the car. But we must social distance. What the hell are you doing, man? Do you think we're stupid? So no matter why you voted for the previous, if you give the UIM a chance, we might surprise you. We can't guarantee everything, but maybe it's time for change, South Africa. Because what we've got now is definitely not working. It's not working. Yesterday, I had the privilege to go stand in the middle of a field of an informal settlement here in Buffalo City, and I called them together. And they came. And there were about 40 kids playing in the mud and trying to play soccer. Yeah. There's no field. There's a field, but it's mud, no grass. 12 billion. Give the UIM 1 billion and we'll show you, because you, the people out there, contributed to us. We've not even received in the past 6 months R1 million. Yet certain political parties blow R1 million a day. We live on 200, 100,000 if we're lucky a month, and the majority of that comes from me. And look what we've done. Look what we've done. So if we can handle R1 correctly, imagine what we can do with R1 million. Kyk na die pennies en die ponde kyk na hulle self. It's easy, South Africa. We have declared that from now on, any metro city that is under the governance of the UIM will spend no less than 80% of its annual budget on local, city, entrepreneurs and businesses. That's it. 80% of Cape Town's budget of 59 billion, 80% of the 21 billion, 80% of the 12 billion will be reinvested into people who have businesses in your own city. Not 1 cent will be spent outside. Klaar. You will buy local. So if the municipality wants a t-shirt, diesel, it wants to build a wall, it wants to local. And let me catch you that you are buying it outside your city. You'll get fired. So the bricklayer and the small construction company and Russell, the rubble remover, you will get part of the pie. That's it. In Buffalo City, the fishing rights should go back to the people of Buffalo City. What's a man in Joburg doing with a fishing license in East London? This is not genius. This is caring. We will do something which I've announced in every city called DPI, Direct Poverty Intervention. We will get in there. We will realign our pockets. We will not take from the rich to give to the poor. We will balance our budget. Because what we should be doing is stealing less so that we can spend more. Because, sorry, I think sometimes we are run by morons. You are correct. So direct poverty intervention in this country will be done. We will not be able to fix everything in a day. That's a blatant lie. But we will stop it from digressing anymore. Because when the hungry need to be fed, feed the hungry, balance it out, look after the poor, and then the poor will respect the wealthy because they care. So direct poverty intervention shall happen in every city where we are. And secondly, we are now going to do what they call inner city economic empowerment. No more BEE. Near for beer. It's now national economic empowerment, not black economic empowerment. Klaar. It didn't work. It was a novel idea, like communism. Great on paper, maar 'n absolute gemors op die straat. So we got to spend local. In a UIM government, South Africa will be first. Now, I made it clear last night when someone said, what is my policy on foreigners? If foreigners in this country work in our restaurants, in our hospitals, in our hotels, and they walk out there and they get a salary and they pay for bread and milk, in other words, they pay VAT and tax, they are welcome. But if you are here and you are not contributing to the economy or contributing to the South African citizens, you must go home. And quickly. Because we have to sort out South Africa's problems first, with respect. No, that's not xenophobia. That's SAPHOBIA. SAPHOBIA. SAPHOBIA, not xenophobia. SAPHOBIA is something I just made up. SAPHOBIA. If someone can just spell that for me quickly here. SAPHOBIA. What is it? SAPHOBIA is the attitude of South Africans wanting to be South Africans first again. Anybody? Anybody? SAPHOBIA. The UIM has just coined that phrase. I suffer from SAPHOBIA. Oh, really? Not xenophobia. No, sir. SAPHOBIA. What is SAPHOBIA? It's the inner dream and fear that I'm going to lose my country. And I would like SA first. That's SAPHOBIA. I won't mind if every single person in this country starts getting a bit of SAPHOBIA. Yeah, that's it. SAPHOBIA. Letitia. I suffer from something called SAPHOBIA. And tell me, doctor, how do you fix SAPHOBIA? Buying a cook sister. Eating local biryani. Buying local product. So the medicine to actually sort out this terrible sickness called SAPHOBIA is buying South African product. So every time I buy a local product, I feel a little bit better. SAPHOBIA goes down a little bit. So I declare a new illness, which should be overreaching COVID, which should be outnumbering COVID. I declare this country has a new terrible illness, Cyril. It's called SAPHOBIA. The absolute illness has a medicine. It's not ivermectin. It's not a mask. It's not oxygen. It's not pills or the vaccine. No. It's actually going into a local business and supporting them. South Africa, we can do this. The African National Congress is on its knees because it actually forgot SAPHOBIA. It has created all these other phobias to keep us under control. Now, to the African National Congress that desperately forgot, as hy kom hy weer, to enter lists, can you believe it? They now, in our opinion, got what they thought they wanted by absolute sheer pressure. They knew what they were doing. And in this regard, I will concur with Helen Zille that it would seem that the IEC was pressured to do what they just did. And what is that? They forgot to give in lists. They were incompetent. They didn't pay their staff, so they couldn't put in all their lists at the municipalities. So the IEC granted them, yes, them, re-registration of candidates. Now let me tell you, South Africa, kom ek vertel u nou baie mooi. On the 20th and the 21st of September in this country, we now understand that lists for candidates to stand as candidates of parties will be reopened for re-registration. Now let me quickly tell you that the UIM will take with every possible energy we can. We will turn this thing into a positive for South Africans. And how? Every one of you that has not stood for a candidate, that has not understood that you can, as a normal person, rise to be a councillor, can now re-register at the UIM. Elke mens in die land wat nie geregistreer het en opstaan in jou wijk nie, kan nou staan. So I am calling you right now. I'm calling you to battle. We must go now to election war. Ek maak so, want bekkie, stoeltjie, tafeltjie, tsele, wag dat ek iets sê wat hy kan draai. So as ek praat van oorlog, dan sê ek dis oorlog. It's a battle in the street at the polling station. I'm calling you to national service. I'm calling you to rise. So if you've not stood up yet and said that I, the ordinary man, will fight for a better future, that you will stand against all these morons, that dropped us, that killed our cities, that made promises and ate Kentucky, then get up now. Write to us. info@uimsa.org. Write to us. Skryf 'n e-pos aan info@uimsa.org. And if not, directly to Brett, BRETT@uimsa.org. No matter where you get hold of us, send us your name, your surname, your area, your contact details, and what ward you will defend. We will take our city back. Ons gaan ons dorpe terugvat, want julle weet tog nou ons is ernstig. Come South Africa, you know we in the fight. And we've been given round number 2. Sure, the ANC is now going to enter. They're going to put in more people. But so will we. We will. This is a call to stand. So kom, skryf vir ons. E-mail us. info@uimsa.org. Let us know. Because now we go to battle for freedom. Black and white, Indian colored, indigenous, Khoisan, it matters not. Let us go to battle now on the 27th of October or whatever date they choose. So today we will know the date. The IEC will declare the date of the elections that are coming up, but no matter what it is, it's 8 weeks away. 8 weke, Suid-Afrika. 8 weke tot 'n nuwe lig. 8 weke waar ons verandering in hierdie land kan bring voor God. write to us and stand. Electrician, tailor, boiler maker, doesn't matter, teacher, banker, electrician, bricklayer, or construction worker. You can be a counselor. You can be a soldier for change. What's the credentials of being a counselor? You've got to be a South African citizen. You've got to be on the election voters roll. And you've got to be truthful. Not lie, and have a work ethic to serve your people. So by those credentials, 3/4 of the current councillors, you are fired. So when they declare the election date today, that will be the day for battle. We need you. Ons het jou nou nodig. Ons vir jou, Suid-Afrika. So come now. Help us. Be with us. Because we can make a change. Onthou, 5 brode en 2 visse. 5 breads, 2 fish became 1,000. Together, we will. We are creeping into every town. And they know us. This is not about me. I am but given the voice by the grace of God. This is about you. This is about us. This is about a country that is dying to change. There are 2 South Africans. The one South Africa is sitting in despair, crying, not having hope. Daar's 2 Suid-Afrikas. Een wat hoop verloor het, wat nie werk het nie, wat elke dag soeg en sweet. And then there's the other South Africa. A South Africa of hope. A South Africa of beauty. A South Africa with heart. A strong country. A country that comes out of fire. Racial hate. But stood strong. Daar is 'n ander Suid-Afrika. 'n Suid-Afrika van hoop. 'n Suid-Afrika wat sterk staan. Waar die boer nog ploeg. Die konstruksiewerker nog bou. Die restauranteur nog bedien. En die liefde vir ons land deurskyn. I choose the other South Africa. I choose a South Africa of hope that fights crime, refuses to sink under all this corruption, that wants to take the money that we have and spread it equally, that will defend the constitution of this country, and that believes in Christ and has faith. Ek glo in 'n Suid-Afrika waar ons die kriminele kan oortuig dat hulle verby is. Dat ons die korrupte mense in oranje overalls kan druk. Waar ons die geld kan terugbring vir almal. Waar ons die konstitusie kan verdedig met ons lewe. En dat ons weet dat ons is niks sonder Christus nie. It is now time. It is time for South Africa to rise. Dit is nou ons tyd. Want dit maak nie saak jou verlede nie. Dit maak saak wat jy gaan besluit oor die toekoms in die hede. I truly love you. I am in love with my country. Afrikaner, ja, Afrikaner. Zulu, Xhosa, Pedi, Pondo, Khoi, Griqua, San, Bafokeng. It matters not who you are. It matters that we are a united Republic of South Africa. May God's hand of peace, serenity, hope and protection be with you today. Mag God se rykste hand van seën, liefde, sal met jou wees. I've made many mistakes in my life. I have said many things that have hurt people. I have said I'm sorry. Ek het al baie foute gemaak. Baie goed gesê wat mense kwaad maak. En ek het gesê ek is jammer. Maar nou moet ons aangaan. Now, we must go ahead and contest this election. Matter not 27 October or 1 November, you cannot continue playing Marco Polo in a bath. Jy kan hom in 'n swembad speel, maar nie in 'n bad nie, want jy gaan gevang word. That's what the ANC's done. Let's drive them out. God bless you. Here seën julle. Ek is nou op pad om Tata toe. Going to the Eastern Cape to get some meetings there and spread the word, and then Thursday, Friday, Phoenix, Chatsworth, get my bunny chow right. I'm coming. Ons gaan daar op die sypaadjie sit en bunny chow eet. And then we go to Witbank on the 11th of this month. This is this coming Saturday in Witbank. We are gonna explode. So if you don't know about it, share in the group. They'll put it up on our Facebook. Come. Want as die EFF 2000 mense kan maak soos hulle wil, dan kan die UIM 20,000 mense net 'n bietjie 'n drukkie gee. Because we are in God. Ek sien uit om julle daar te sien. Witbank Saterdag, Alberton, Sondag, en dan 'n bietjie Bloemfontein toe. Ek sien uit om julle te sien. May you have a great day. May you have a stunning day in this country of ours. Speak to you soon. I'll give you an update tomorrow from Umtata. I'm coming. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your space. And thank you for always allowing Neil to be a little bit in your heart. Love me, hate me, don't know what side you stand with me. I love you. And that's all that matters. To Lorna, to Tamarin here, to everybody that made this possible, to my group, Natasha, everybody in P, and for our people, Jay, Devin, everybody that's waiting for us in Durban, for sure, and the team that has fought for us currently standing up in Mpumalanga, in Witbank, we are on our way. We are coming. And then to Classy, Bloemfontein, Mangaung, maak reg, Eugene. Ek soek julle gesond, ek soek julle daar, en ek sien julle gou. God bless. Bye-bye.